Yes. Which one?
No.
No.
So,
Yes.
okay, we'll open up the meeting, the Alcohol Beverage Board of Kosciusko County, June 4th, 2026. And we will start with renewals.
Ruby Tuesday, the first one has a violation.
Okay,
Is there anyone here from Lucky's Tavern? It's okay, come on. Lucky's Tavern? I need to relook at the Lucky's Tavern one because when I read through the report, I feel like we've heard it before, so we might have heard that one last year. There wasn't a hold or a alert put on it, but I printed them off just in case somebody showed up, so. Here is Ruby Tuesday.
okay, we're gonna start off with RR 4318020 Beer Wine Liquor Restaurant Renewal, Michiana franchise doing business as Ruby Tuesdays.
All right, if you both could please raise your right hands. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. State and spell your names for the record.
Sure, Lisa McKinney with Bose McKinney and Evans, representing Ruby Tuesday.
Michael Warner, GM of Ruby Tuesdays,
Could you spell your last name, please?
WARNER,
And you're what with Ruby Tuesday?
the acting general manager.
Okay, so this is for a renewal with a violation. If you could go ahead and explain to the board members about this violation, when it was, what happened.
Sure. So this was a violation, a SAC violation from August of 2025, in which the excise officer and a minor came in, sat down, ordered like it was delivered without checking the ID. The permittee then paid the fine of $1,000, and the employee was let go. The restaurant, all the employees were retrained. The requirements for them is that they are supposed to card everyone. They don't have the scanners, but they're supposed to look at the ID, look at the person and check it. It's never supposed to be sold without that. And in fact, I think you told me that this actually was a good employee, kind of sad to lose her because it's immediate termination and can't be rehired. But you know, they're very strict on it, and that's probably one of the reasons why you'll see this is $1,000 fine and their first violation that I know of. And it's been there a long time. So anyway, so, and I don't know what, you also have morning meetings, right?
Yes, we go through every morning with all my servers and bar staff to make sure they're doing everything like they should be doing, whether it's checking IDs and everything that they need to be doing correctly.
So this was kind of a big surprise for everybody to realize that she'd done this, but that also then she was let go and then everybody was retrained, and then they have discussions every morning about carding and making sure that you're following the policies and the law.
So what is your training, when you hire somebody?
We actually have this, Ruby Tuesday has this app, it's called Scoops, where they go through and it's a whole video training session on how to check IDs, and they have to go through a serve safe alcohol training as well. So they all have to get certified and go through all this video training and have to pass quizzes or tests at the end of every video.
And they had she had her employee permit also, as they all do, and they had to go through that training also to get those permits. So they do keep a list of all their employee permits and know that everybody is up to date, which wasn't an issue for this, but.
Any questions?
I'd like to make a motion to approve. I have a motion.
Second,
And I have a second. All those in favor say aye.
I,
Pose same sign. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Want to read Lucky's or do you want to skip it?
you can read it with the other renewals.
Okay, so I'm gonna move on to renewals, RR 4328199 beer, wine, liquor, Lucky's Tavern, RR 4334864 beer, wine, liquor, Max Welton Golf Club. No violation?
No violations, except for maybe Lucky's. I'll relook.
Okay.
And if it shows that we didn't hear it.
Yeah.
I can bring it
Bring it
back
back.
till next month, but
Okay.
like I said, I'm pretty sure that we
You
did.
already did.
And it's difficult to, tell sometimes just on the surface, because if they put their renewals in late one year and early the next, you gotta go through everything to see. So that's why I printed it off, just in case someone showed that, so.
Great. Like to make a motion to renew. Okay, I've got a
Second.
motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
I,
Pose same sign.
it may be the last one.
Do the last one first.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so we're gonna do RR 4343694 beer, wine, liquor. KH Brewing LLC doing business as Hoplore Brewing Company.
You can come all the way up.
All the way up?
Yeah. And you have your affidavit.
It's me.
Okay. If you could please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. State and spell your name for the record.
Stephen King, STEFANKING.
And what are you with the company?
I am one of the owners. And brewer and all sorts of other stuff.
Is there anyone here to remonstrate for or against the new permit for Hoplore Brewing Company? Okay. All right, what is the principal nature of this business?
It's right now it's bar and restaurant. We have the back half of the building, which our brewing facilities will be moving to as soon as the TTB and state approves the move.
Okay, explain to the board members about what's going on with this, the current one.
Oh, and the previous and so on? Okay. So I went back and forth with Anna quite a bit downstate about how best to work this. Because obviously being on the lake, we want to be open for summertime. We were in our renewal period for our license that we held at the mill. And so my questions to her were, can this be done concurrently? Can this be done at the same time? Can I do my renewal and my transfer at the same time so that I can get it done for summertime? I didn't get a good, clear answer on that. And I couldn't take the chance of taking and spending, 12 weeks in renewal and then another 10 to 12 weeks in transfer. So what we decided to do instead was to allow our old license to lapse there at the mill and apply for the new license for this location on Lake Tippy.
So you're not gonna be in Leesburg anymore?
The address is still Leesburg, but we will not be in town. Yes.
You won't be at your current location in
The mill?
at the mill?
No, we've let that lapse. That lapsed on May 21st and we ceased doing business. That was our May 21st was our last day.
This is the old Pi IPs?
Yes, sir.
Location.
I don't know, any questions?
So the orange sign is posted.
Yep. In fact, the inspector, is it Daniel?
Yes.
Yes. He was out. This actually got pushed back a month because I had it posted in the wrong place. I had it posted on what would be our main entrance, but our main entrance also is opposite of where he wanted it. So he was out, I believe, 421 for the physical inspection. And then on 430, it got posted on our back door on the outside. So it's been up ever since.
I'd like to make a motion to approve. Okay, I have a motion
Second,
and I have a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye. Opposed, same sign.
Thank you so much.
all right, any
Appreciate it.
questions?
When, will we be looking at being active, like on state level?
The commissioners will make the final approval, next Tuesday. I think it's the 16th.
Tuesday, the 16th?
And then it probably just however long it takes them to process in the computer to
Yeah,
update
yeah.
a day
Okay,
or the next morning or something.
beautiful. That means
So-
we'll be ready to get stuff ordered next week.
Okay.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, we also have another new, RR 434536 beer, wine, liquor, River Lake New, Goose Lake Hospitality, doing business as Hoosier Proper.
Yes.
And you're here for that. If you both could please raise your right hands. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yeah.
Thank you. State and spell your names for the record.
I'm Matt Wallen, Wallen.
I'm Andrew Wellman, Wallen.
And what are you both with the company?
Partners.
What is the principal nature of this business?
Food service.
Okay, you have your affidavit of compliance for your notice posting. I'll take that. An officer of Redenberg last month did your inspection.
Yes.
Okay, explain to the board members about this new permit.
We purchased 110 Craft Meadery and we're trying to operate and exist. Currently, we have been working under their extension process with the old license, old permit, and now we've run up to our timeline of getting ours approved.
Just to, remind the board members, because the 110 Meadery's alcohol license is a riverfront, there's no such thing as a transfer of ownership for those. So that's why they're having to apply for a new permit, for one. The other is last month, when Officer Redenberg started to do the inspection is when we found out that either beer or beer and wine only was applied for. And so
Correct.
that's another reason why they had to amend it and continue it, because they wanted the liquor portion, but it just didn't happen that way.
Thank you.
Good thing we caught it before, at least, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Questions from the board? Go ahead.
Experience wise, you have.
I'm 35 years in the business as a chef and a food and beverage director.
And I'm his brother, I'm kind of backing him.
And your experience, you did serve alcohol at the places you've been?
I did, and some of my roles were mainly culinary, but I was out in operations of Hilton Hotels in Knoxville, Tennessee, Columbus, Ohio, and several other locations. I had permits all my life.
So what training do you put your employees through?
Well, they have a week to do the online training before they can even debate handling liquor. So once we get them in, we test them. They handle food primarily as we acclimate them. We do the training with them. We test them. We do pre-shifts daily and nightly to make sure we're at least hitting the proper points. And as a new operation, we're trying to be everywhere to see everything to train as we go.
Anyone here to remonstrate for or against this new permit? Did I already say that? You guys are laughing.
No.
Okay. Nobody.
I'll make a motion to approve. I have a motion
Second?
and I have a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Opposed, same sign.
Thank you.
All right, any questions you have so far?
No, I think we're pretty thorough on the process.
Okay. All right, well, good luck.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we're gonna finish with our new application, RR 4343406. And this is a beer retailer.
Mhm.
Okay. And, this is Robert Carter.
Come on up. If you could please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. State and spell your name for the record.
Robert Carter, ROBERTCARTER,
And what are you with the company?
owner,
What is the principal nature of this business?
restaurant, bar.
Okay, first of all, explain to the board about this new permit real quick. Do we need to do that?
Scope of it hasn't changed. I mean, from the first meeting we had, you know, it's a low key bar. Basically, me as the owner, one person that can actually run it. You know, I'm not relying on employees or anything like that. It's something I would run on my own. Getting everything ready. Like I said, I was getting ready to retire and to run this when I retire. But the scope of the project hasn't changed from the first meeting. Same thing.
Okay, so we're here because this got remanded back to the local board by the ATC commissioners.
Yeah, and I think that, I mean, I went down there to the meeting myself actually
Okay,
and said that they were gonna bring it back because there were some questions of sewer and things like that. I think they were a month off, honestly, from what they were questioning.
I don't know what you mean. They were a month off of what?
It seemed like they didn't have the minutes from our last meeting here.
Oh,
So there were some administrators that had sent letters to them, something like a
Uh-huh.
Facebook, there's a bunch of emails and here's all the emails and people had sent them, but, they'd questioned the septic and stuff. I said, well, we covered that with the, remodeling permit and from the town that, you know, septic could be there. So I'm not sure what happened.
well, we'll just go by I'm gonna go by this.
Okay,
The permittee answered an individual with an interest in this permit as being convicted of a felony or a misdemeanor. And it says that the commissioners need clear documentation of that. So when I looked up on DocsPop, there is one misdemeanor conviction. Is that correct?
yes,
And that was, well, the charge was in, 2012 and the disposition of the case was 2014. Does that sound about right?
sounds right.
Okay. So this would have been a C misdemeanor of guilty. Cause number 43DO2 1207 CM 0000890. And that shows everything, all the events in the minutes with that. This C misdemeanor does not necessarily disqualify an owner for the permit. They just had questions regarding the documentation of it. So that's it for that part.
So can you tell me what you were arrested for?
I believe that was an OWI.
Additional local board hearing would allow remonstrators the opportunity to speak because the commission had received several correspondence from remonstrators. Two have been forwarded to me, and I will read these real quick. Like I said, just because I'm gonna go
Yeah, that's fine.
this. So. Dear members of the Kosciusko County Alcoholic Beverage Board, I am writing as a concerned resident regarding the liquor license application for Robert T. Carter at 206 West Monroe Street in Mentone. Although I am unable to attend today's hearing, I respectfully request that this email be entered into the public record and shared with all board members prior to consideration of this application. My primary concern is the location's proximity to a youth league facility that is regularly used by children and families. I believe it is important to carefully consider the impact that an alcohol permit at this location could have on the surrounding area and the family-oriented environment that many residents value. I am also concerned about the concentration of alcohol permits within a community the size of Mentone. As the board evaluates whether this application serves the public interest, I hope consideration will be given to the overall needs of the community and whether an additional permit at this location is warranted. I know that many residents share concerns regarding this application and its potential effect on the character of our town. For these reasons, I respectfully request that the board deny this application. Thank you for your time, service, and consideration of the community input. Sincerely, Monica Mullins of Mentone, which I have added her name and email, contact information on the remonstrator sheet. And the second one, to the Alcohol and Tobacco Commission, I write this letter expressing my concerns in regards to the application being considered for Tim Carter in Mentone. This location he wants to open a bar at is close to the baseball fields in Mentone. Also at the baseball fields are a playground that kids play at even when it's not ball season. This area of town does not have sidewalks, so kids that are in that area are usually walking on the road. I am very concerned that someone leaving the bar could strike a kid and hurt them or worse. Also, with Mr. Carter's criminal history, with him being charged twice for a DUI, it concerns me that he will not know when to cut people off and will allow people to leave more inebriated than they should be to drive. And just for the record, there is one misdemeanor conviction only. I do not believe this is a good location at all. Also, Mr. Carter's history of holding liquor licenses and not using it, as well as his opposition to the Pug Pub, makes me believe he is mostly doing this to control all the licenses in town and create a monopoly, as well as to prevent anyone else from opening a restaurant that would compete with his current one, the Bulldog Saloon. He also works alongside the owners of the Barbecue on Broadway, which has its own liquor license. I strongly oppose this license and hope that it is denied, especially for the kids that frequent that area. Thank you for your time. Justin Hill, Mentone. So those are some, those were the only email. Would you mind to throw me that phone? Thank you.
Yep.
I'm just gonna check just real fast to see if there was any other ones, but those are the only two that I have for the remonstrators, and that Mr. Hill also I put on the remonstrator sheet for those. You see real quick.
So what's your feeling about the baseball field and the playground close to your business, your proposed business?
You know, if we look at my personal opinion, I mean, I'm very oriented with kids in town, stuff like that. I don't see it being a threat to that baseball field. We're, I don't know, I'd have to look up, way over 200 feet, probably 350 feet or something, 450 from, you know, kids or something like that.
And the only feet rule is the church or the school or the church. Not that we can't take that into consideration, just by law, those were the only two.
As far as cutting people off, I mean, I've been in the bar business 20-some years.
Mhm.
I mean, I know when somebody's been overserved. You know, I've seen it enough. And if you look back in our history, we have very few violations of that. I don't think we've had any as far as, I can't remember when. You might remember, as far as any violations of cutting somebody off or living.
No, you have not.
Yeah.
The proposed permittee has a history of holding permits in escrow for long periods of time and not using the permits. Questions that need to be addressed are, when will this business open?
We put it in the application form. I figured, you know, from all the stuff I had to go through to do it, we were talking 18 months. You know, with getting an architect, when we were revamping the building, having to get a construction design release, and all that takes time to do. But worst case scenario, 18 months, I'm hoping 12 at the most. I mean, I'm shooting for the 12-month thing. And if we look back when they were talking about the other license, and I could send you the whole history, I mean, I ran out of money. I mean, I had to completely redo the Bulldog Saloon. We had a fire inspector come in and man, he red flagged it. It took me 4 years plus the time we did everything. You know, we had to go in and do the same thing. That's why I know about the construction design release and all that. You know, all the stuff we had to do, the extra drywall, stuff inside to separate the buildings. I cut floors in my upstairs, look at it, you know, I mean, I tied all the money that I was going to put into that barbecue business at that time into keeping the Bulldog alive. That's where it ended up.
At the 206 West Monroe Street address, has electricity or water or anything been done to the building since the,
Electricity and water, sir.
I'm sorry,
Electricity and water.
electricity and water are to the building?
Yes. The well, we haven't plumbed it into the building yet, but the well's there. They have said that we can run off that well. So the well's there, what would be left would be putting in the septic pumping for that. And I've got the quote, which I turned in last time from the city on what it would take to install that.
So with getting electric and water into the building,
Electric is in the building.
what type of building permits or architects or contractors have been hired?
I haven't hired any contractors. I did get the permit from the town to do the construction in there.
Have you gotten a preliminary estimate on construction costs? Have you?
I have got some of that, yes. So I know about where I'm at and where I'm at now. I was actually talking with, Josh, Josh Phillips, trying to figure out, you know, which is the cheaper route, build another building or do the revamp on this. So we're weighing that option out to see which quicker, you know, cheaper way to route. So I have done a lot of research on it. As far as me actually taking more money, investing in there and starting construction or anything like that, I have.
So you ran electric to the building,
Yes, I already have.
but you don't know if you're keeping the building.
I already have electric in it.
So that's nothing new.
No, it was already in the building with Drury ran it.
You have a permit from the town to do what?
For the remodel of the building.
And when was that?
I showed it to you last meeting.
So you don't know when it was?
Last meeting,
The last meeting
Yeah.
day was the day that you got the permit
2 days prior to that. I mean, I can look it up.
for April's meeting.
May's meeting, I brought it in. May, yeah.
Are there any zoning requirements that need to be addressed yet?
No, that was in the permit. Because we were asking about zoning prior to that,
Mhm.
and that's when I went out, got from the town, because you wanted the permission from the town to zoning was there. And you had a question on whether we could put septic in. We answered those last meeting.
Mhm. So from the time you originally filed for this new application for a beer permit until today. What has been done at this place?
Did some cleanup outside, basically, you know, just because we had a lot of stuff there from when it was a shop. And then just getting numbers together, what it's gonna take to, you know, to side the inside of the building, insulate it. Get more parking for it. So those are stuff that I've just been doing. Not something that's taking out of pocket money to invest in it, but time with people to get all the information I needed to do it.
All right, what else would you like to say to the local board?
I mean, that's pretty much it. Nothing's changed from when I first applied for it up until now. And I still have the same scope and I'm doing the same thing. If you guys have got any other questions for me, I mean, it's an open book. I mean, I'll tell you what I know.
So you say you're gonna be the only one to work?
My plan is, sir,
How many, what's that look like? I mean, what's your,
looking at opening up, I wanna look like from 2 to 8 p.m. through the week and probably 2 to 10 on, Saturday, Sunday. So you guys come in, watch some ball games if they want.
Anything else? Any other questions?
I don't have any other questions. Is there anyone here to remonstrate for or against this new permit that would like to speak or that has not signed the sheet? I can't hear you. Oh. Okay. Yeah, come on.
Hi, I'm Jaren. I'm sure you guys remember me from last time.
If you could please raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do.
Thank you. And state and spell your last name just for the record.
JARONBUBB.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
So I'm obviously against it, solely off of the fact that they're scared of competition. It seems like they posted nasty things on Facebook from their actual business page about not only my closing restaurant, but also my family. And 3 liquor licenses within one family is kind of ridiculous to not only myself, but a lot of people in our community. We don't believe that a single family should hold 3 liquor licenses, especially in a small town as Mentone in itself. And for example, Barbecue on Broadway has a liquor license and that's opened maybe 3 times a month. I'm not 100% certain on that, but I believe it's just enough to keep the liquor license in escrow, which also miraculously happened to get a liquor license whenever, not this previous Mexican restaurant, but the one before it came into town. And then boom, this place came up, got a liquor license. And then of course, the Mexican restaurant couldn't receive their liquor license. And now with this new place, close to a ballpark, and also the Bulldog has had a few DUIs come from it, over serving. And I don't feel it's safe for kids, no kids to be around it, of course, especially over serving. And a restaurant doesn't just have frozen pizza and canned beer. I believe that this liquor license could go to someone that could make the community a better place, is what I'll say. And I'll say that's it. Thank you guys for your time.
And I do, just for fairness, want to remind the board that we have not written up the Bulldog Saloon for sales to intoxicated patrons. I don't have any, like forwarded sheriff's department reports or anything like that. And just so you know that part of it. So, okay, anything else? Well, we've had some opposition this time from community members saying that the community does not desire and need any more alcohol establishments. As apparently the ATC has emails or email as well. I don't see any, forward moving anything with this address that they're wanting a permit for, but we have escrow rules that say 2 years, 5 years. Everybody knows that. We've talked about it. It's just a matter of going by the handbook and seeing for a new permit application. There are a few legal reasons. The applicant does not maintain a high and fine reputation in the community. There is no need for services of the applicant at the proposed location. The neighborhood and or community does not desire the services. The services at the proposed location would have a negative impact on other businesses in the neighborhood as well as a negative impact on the neighborhood in general. The permit premise is within 200 feet of a church or school. The permit premise is in a residential area referred to in a statute, in a administrative thing. So. Any more you have questions for the permittee or anybody else for this?
I do not have any question.
Well, hearing the answers that the ATC commissioners wanted answered. And the 2 emails and the other remonstration and the permittee not doing anything at the location to even get started with a business. I am going to make a motion that the permit is denied because there is no need for services at that proposed location.
I have a motion to deny,
Second.
and I have a second. Further discussion. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Same sign? Okay.
All right, as with the last, this is a recommendation to the commissioners. They will meet on the 16th next week, the 3rd Tuesday of the month. I can't tell you if they will make the final approval then, or if they'll take it under advisement and wait, continue it to the next. That'll be up to them. I couldn't tell you on that. Any questions?
Let me talk.
They will not. Mm-mm. It's an open door meeting, like they can't do it privately, but they do not have a discussion at those meetings. You can also, you can also watch it online if you don't want to go all the way down there. And so I don't think you've been this far. So hypothetically, or not hypothetically, we've denied it at the local level. The commissioners will make the final approval or denial. Hypothetically, if they would deny it, you can still appeal theirs. That's when you get to go down to Indy and you get to speak in front of them. Yeah, but everyone will be notified for that. I mean, they won't just do it and move on. You'll get something that says, here's what the commission decided. If you want this appeal, sign here. If you don't want it, sign here. So, there won't be any like mistaken not getting to that point. Does that make sense? My reason for denial is there is no need for the services at the proposed location. the proposed location still has nothing. You don't even know if you're using that building. So you're just,
But we approved everything for the town.
I'm sorry.
The town has approved everything for the location.
The town has approved a permit for remodel. Under oath, you just told us you don't even know if you're going to use that building. All you're doing is using the address.
To either remodel or put a new place in with it. I mean,
Right.
to see which is the, future route to go.
All I can tell you is this is what has been. I mean, that's why the board denied the new license. I'm not gonna debate.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, okay. Anything else?
Okay.
That's all I have on the agenda.
This will conclude the meeting of the Alcohol Beverage Commission for June. Thank you.
Any questions? Generally that I can answer since we concluded the meeting.
You can take a picture of the letters.
You know, I don't know.
I mean,
Those are interdepartment stuff, so I don't know.
well, the reason I'm asking is you read them aloud
Correct.
and and I will listen to it, retype it,
Yeah,
or I can read it. Either way is fine. Either way is fine.
Mhm.
Yeah. If you don't feel comfortable, then I'll just
Sorry,
listen to
because
it.
I don't know that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's fine.
I start on the line of what I legally know.
It's fine.